Hi there. It's the first time that I'm doing an impromptu video because I felt like it. It's been close to 10 months since I graduated from IIM Bangalore and 9 months since I started working. And I thought, why not make a life update video where I tell you what's been up with me? Why this is new for me is because till now, whatever videos I've done, they always have an agenda and a script. But it's for the first time where I'm trying to do an honest video about how life has been till now, professionally, personally, how content has been till now. So let's get started. I graduated from IIM Bangalore in 2024 in the month of April, and it was a very nostalgic feeling. I felt like I'm leaving a home I've known for close to 2 years and moving on to the real world. There are so many friends that I don't know when I'll see. I don't know when I'll visit campus again. Yeah, even though I live in Bangalore, I haven't been to the campus till now because I fear that it'll not feel the same without my friends. So yeah, I'm holding on to that. Post graduation, I went to a small surfing trip in Mulki, and the long story is that when my brother graduated, he went for a 1 month volunteering trip to Mulki at the Mantra Surf School, and he loved the place so much that he's been behind my life to take me to the place. And when I had some time now after graduation, we went to Mulki on a siblings trip, and I tried surfing for the first time. For those of you who are interested and want an honest opinion, it's scary. It's really scary. Even though I consider myself very adventurous. So yes, after this trip to Mulki, I went back home. So for those of you who don't know, for me, home is Ranchi in Jharkhand. And yeah, I stayed there for almost a month. And every time I visit home, place where I was born and brought up, I'm reminded that I am doing very, very well for myself. I'm reminded of the place where I started. Forget MBA, forget landing a very good job, doing content. Even when I went to NIT and I started my first job, I was doing what people around there dream of, being financially independent, earning decent amount of money for yourself, for your family. So every time I go there, I'm reminded of how far I've come. Not to say that it's a lot, but just that gratitude, that acknowledgement that I've come so far away from my starting point. So yeah, I felt grounded, grateful, humbled, and of course, mom's love always makes you feel so safe. Yeah, and then that was the time I started doing calls on TopMate because I had a lot of free time. And of course, that question came to me that what do I have to offer, and is there anyone I can mentor? And then I remember that yes, there are so many people who are trying to get into IIMs. There are so many people who are trying to get into good B schools and may not have knowledge of what is life post MBA and how to grow your career and whatnot. But I can guide people to where I have reached. So that's how I started doing TopMate calls and realized that yeah, there are so many people who are looking to talk to someone who's been there, who's doing what they want to do. So yeah, it's always a very nice experience talking to students on TopMate. So yeah, it was in mid-May that I moved to Bangalore again to work. I work at Accenture Strategy, and it was a very novel experience starting work again after almost 2 years. And initially we got accommodation, so that was not a worry. And yeah, the initial 1.5 months was very chill, if I can say that. The work pressure hadn't started. I was doing all these trainings, getting to know my team, getting to know the company leaders. So yeah, it was pretty good. But on the personal front, as soon as the 15-day hotel stay ended, I did not know what to do. So I was going on flat hunting every day after work, every day after my trainings, but still I had not found a flat till the end of that 15-day period. And oh boy, I can't tell you how tough it is to find a flat in Bangalore that suits your requirements, that suits your budget, that does not have a hefty security deposit. Yeah, so it was very, very tough. And finally, I had to move into a PG for about a month till I actually found a place. And that 1 month in that PG was the toughest month of 2024 for me. I had no friends. I did not have anyone really to talk to other than, of course, family back home. And work was slowly picking up. The trainings were going on. And more than anything, I felt lonely. I felt that month was tough. But then I knew there was a silver lining just around the corner. My brother, who was working in Saudi Arabia at that time in Riyadh, had decided to come back, and we decided to live together in Bangalore. When he came back, till then I had found a place, luckily, a place that suited my budget, and it's beautiful. Most of my friends who visited my place say that I found a really good deal. So yeah. So in July, we shifted together. That's the time when work really picked up. The expectations slowly started building it to deliver. I am not the lead star performer, but yeah, I've built a place for myself in the team. My manager knows what I'm good at, what are the kind of work that comes naturally to me. A little more about my work for those of you who want to know. Though it's consulting, it's very different from front-end consulting like the MBBs. I have hybrid work, which is woohoo. Very nice for me because I don't have to travel every day in the traffics and jams of Bangalore. But there's limited client interaction, so that's the downside. And again, here maybe I want to add this realization, this insight that when I was in college, I did not make it to the MBBs. I did not make it to the best of the best front-end consulting firms, and that really hurt, believe me. Especially during the summers, it really hurt. But now when I see that I have decent work-life balance, I have decent learning, decent growth, and I see on the counter side my friends who are in much more challenging roles in these very fast-paced consulting firms and working 12, 14, 16 hours a day, I see and I know that it is not for me. It is not for me, honestly. Yeah, so now it doesn't hurt at all. I'm grateful that I did not make it to companies like those which are so demanding. So that's been a realization and something that in the hindsight I'm grateful for. Ever since I shifted to this place, I started into the gym regularly. I have a very nice gym very close to my place. I started running. For those of you who know, I gave myself a challenge of finishing a half marathon last year, and I did that very, very close to my personal target. And I also got back to reading. Now coming to content, how do I manage it? How poorly I manage it. So just like in everything in life, content has also been sinusoidal for me, up and down, up and down. I've not been able to find that consistency. I'd say like of the 4 factors, work, content, health, social life, I'm only at a time able to manage 2 of them well. The other 2 suffer at any given point of time. So yeah, when work's going pretty good, which means demanding work, and if I'm able to do the gym regularly, then my social life and content really suffers. Not an excuse, but that's the reality till now. I've still not been able to build systems that I'm able to automate my mind that, because this is the time I have to go and do this. Still not been that disciplined or structured to have built the right systems that will keep all the 4 spheres of life at least decent, at least at an average state. I'm work in progress in that field, and I'm reading a lot, especially this book that I'm reading right now, The 5 Kinds of Wealth, where the author talks about how to balance all these 5 spheres in life. Yeah, hopefully that book will help. I will maybe drop a video about how it helped me. If it does, what else? One more insight or realization I've had is work after MBA, especially for me, is very different from work after BTech. For people who already worked in consulting, maybe it's no-brainer that what you did post BTech in consulting is very similar to what you do post MBA in consulting. But for me, coming from a completely core field, a steel plant, where I had to be on the shop floor, sun or rain, to a very comfortable corporate office life, that has been a very pleasant change. Plus the pay. So I got close to, I would say, 2.5 to 3x of a salary jump. I also want to touch that I know a lot of my friends who are not very happy with their post-MBA jobs. People who left their comfortable jobs in tech aren't very happy with a consulting or a finance job, so to say, because the hours are much more grueling and the pay difference is just very slight. So yeah, it depends on where your starting point or your base was to compare the delta. So personally for me, it has been good. So what's in the future for me? Right now, I am comfortable, well settled in my job, very comfortable, well settled in my personal life also. So that's good. Living with my sibling is great. We have very long, deep conversations. Plus the great part is that he was also preparing for his CAT, did very well, and as we speak, he's giving all these amazing interviews, and I'll definitely let you know where he gets in. You'll get to know. Maybe he creates a page of his own. Don't know. We'll see. Yeah, things to look forward to. I'm looking to be as continuous, as consistent in the gym as I am. Of course, I have fat percentage goals. I have goals about pull-ups and headstands, and I even plan to run a marathon this year. Looking forward to complete a lot more books, a lot more trainings. AI is, I can't tell you, every day at work we talk about AI, so I'm doing some courses on my free time. Content is something that, like I said, I want to automate a little more. I want to see how I can build systems so that every day that I have to post, I'm not just stuck, oh, what do I do now? I want to have build a system so that I know this goes this day, this is the day I have to shoot this, and so on and so forth. So wish me luck on that. And yeah, it started out pretty awkward, but I think I did pretty well with this kind of random conversation, random life update. If there's anything specific you would want me to answer, if that helps you in any way, drop them in the comments. And it's really nice talking to you, to everyone who's been a part of my journey from the time I created reels about my IIM Bangalore life. Thank you so much. And to everyone who sends me sweet messages, encourages me on Instagram DMs or comments, thank you very much. Those are the things that keep me going. And if you want personal help, one-to-one mentorship, then either reach out on LinkedIn or in the comments, or if you can, then maybe even consider Talkmate. There aren't many slots, but yeah, I see how I can manage time and attend those calls. Thank you for sticking around if you've stuck by so far. Bye bye.